Have you ever been so good at your job that your own boss started treating you like a threat? Yeah, that was me. Let me take you back to when I was working at this mid-sized tech firm. Not a startup, not a giant, just a decently known name, with decent pay and a toxic undercurrent that no one wanted to admit was there. I joined fresh out of college, a little nervous, a lot hungry. While most people just did enough to not get yelled at, I treated that job like it was my shot at something real. Stayed late, volunteered for boring projects, triple-checked my reports, and, for the first 2 years, it paid off. My manager, Rob, seemed to like me. He wasn't warm, exactly, but I thought that was just his personality, a bit cold. Very. Let's get to the numbers. I was okay with that then. Things shifted. Around year 3, senior leadership started noticing me. Not rob me. They complimented my reports directly. Invited me to present at review meetings. I started getting looped into cross-departmental planning calls. Nothing major, but for someone at my level, it was a big deal. Rob didn't take it well. At first it was subtle. He started rewording my presentations. He'd say, "Let me clean this up a bit," then submit it to upper management with his name at the top and mine removed. In meetings, when someone praised the data, he'd nod and say, "Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that." I didn't speak up. I thought, he's my manager. Maybe this is normal. It wasn't. The real turning point came during Q4, our busiest season. I was juggling 3 major projects. Rob handed me a new one, last minute, and told me it was top priority. Said the deadline was Friday next week, no problem. I adjusted my schedule and got to work, but that Friday morning, I got an email from the department head asking why I hadn't submitted the report. Confused, I walked over to Rob and asked him what was going on. He smiled and said, "Did I say next Friday? Oh, I meant today, right? Sure you did." Still, I scrambled and got it turned in. Worked all weekend just to get it done. I didn't sleep, didn't eat properly, burned myself out. And you know what happened? Monday morning, I see him in a meeting, telling the director how I submitted it late and how he had to jump in and fix things to avoid disaster. He made it sound like I dropped the ball, and he saved the day. I wanted to scream, but I didn't. Instead, I did the one thing that truly terrifies people like Rob. I stayed calm, and I started collecting receipts. I created a private folder on my drive. Insurance. Every time he edited my reports and removed my name, I saved the original. Every time he forwarded my work as his, I saved the email thread. Whenever he forgot to tell me something important, I documented the timestamped messages, proving he never mentioned it. I even recorded a few conversations perfectly legal in my state, where he admitted changing timelines or passing off my work, but I didn't use any of it. Not yet. Then came the audit. Once a year, our company does a full internal review, not just financials, but productivity, team efficiency, and employee satisfaction. Each department has to submit a report. This time, the director decided it should be compiled by someone other than management to get a clearer picture. Guess who they picked? Me. Rob looked like he swallowed a lemon. So I did the report, professionally, neutrally, but I also included an additional file, labeled Supplemental Managerial Conduct for internal review only. It contained a detailed breakdown of what had been happening for the past year. Emails, voice memos, project files, report comparisons, even anonymous notes from 2 other coworkers he'd pulled similar stunts on. I submitted the entire thing and waited. 3 days later, I got an email from HR. "Please schedule a private meeting with the senior HR officer. You are not in trouble. We appreciate your honesty." Turns out, they'd had complaints about Rob before, but never with proof. They launched an internal review, quietly, professionally, behind the scenes. And 2 weeks later, he was gone. Well, not fired. That would have made too much noise. They reassigned him. Same title. No team. No real responsibilities. Tucked away in a small, windowless office on a different floor. His name removed from every major project. No access to confidential folders. He was officially irrelevant. The man who sabotaged me to protect his ego, now he submits reports to me. When people ask what happened, I just smile and say, I guess they wanted someone who could lead quietly. And the best part? I never yelled, never sent a dramatic email, never got even. I just told the truth, and let it destroy his lies.